Hello and welcome to Movement Medicine. Today we'll be celebrating the spring. All you're going to need is some space where you can move. I recommend some pillows nearby, something to drink like water or tea, and maybe a tissue in case you need to blow your nose. I'm in a new space today. It's my first class I'm teaching here in my new little room in my new apartment. So if there's any problem with the sound or anything, do let me know. You might consider having a candle, light a candle to create a sacred space. You might also like your journal nearby. Remember, everything that I offer today is just a suggestion. It's really about tuning into the messages your body's sending you and honoring those messages. So feel free and very welcome to go off script at any time. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to start laying on our backs. I recommend constructive rest pose. That's with the feet flat on the ground, a little wider than the hips, knees pointed to the sky and gently falling inward, supporting each other. So that's something you can try. If you rather have your legs extended, that's great, or any other position that feels good to you. As for the upper body, you can just lay flat as you are. A couple of variations to open the heart space. One way to open the front of the heart space is to lift up your chest and shimmy your shoulder blades closer together so that you feel your shoulder heads rolling away from your pecs. Feel those scapula gently coming together behind you, and then let your hands rest. So try that one. Notice how your neck feels, your head. That feels pretty good to me today. Feel welcome to stay just like that. Or if you want to try opening the back of the heart space, you can lift your hands toward the sky and then cross your arms so that you can feel your scapula coming apart from each other and your shoulders rolling forward over your pecs. You can really reach with your hands and then rest down and press that space between your shoulder blades, the back of your heart space, against the ground to be supported and connected there. So these are two really good connections and openings for the heart. And whichever variation you're going to choose today, including something totally different that I didn't even say, when you find that position, go ahead and deepen your breath. Allow your eyes to close. If that feels comfortable for you, or maybe just a soft gaze at the ceiling. Begin to breathe in more deeply through your nose if you can, but your mouth can definitely be involved. Just gently allowing air to move in and out of your body. Long, slow, deep inhales. Long, slow, deep exhales. Letting the body know it's safe. Someone told me recently that you give love from the front of your heart and that you receive love through the back of your heart, which might explain that I really like to be the little spoon. And also, I really like to press my back to the earth. And maybe that's because I'm just wanting to receive more and more love from her. So for another minute or two as we breathe here, consider your connection of your heart to the earth and what that means to you. Just a few more rounds of deep breath. Let's do 3 all together. Inhaling through the nose, audible exhales from the mouth. Full round of breath to begin. Inhale. Exhale, exhale. Inhale through your nose. Audible exhale. Use your voice to move the energy. 2 more just like that. Take your biggest breath so far of the day to let your body know it's going to move. And as you're ready, reach your arms overhead. Maybe extend your legs and stretch from fingertips to heels. Like you might first thing in the morning, which for me it is. Stretch through one side and then the other. Taking any little intuitive movements here from the shape. Wiggle your toes, point and flex. Inhale, invite your knees into your chest. Exhale, press your knees into your chest. Gentle rock side to side, massaging the low back. Continue to breathe deeply. Continue to stay connected through your heart space and the earth. Allow your eyes to close if they're open. And take any little intuitive movements from this shape. Don't forget your neck and your head. Oh, my neck is very tight. It has been tight lately. As we step into spring, many of us are going to be finding ourselves feeling more expressive or more interested in stepping out and showing ourselves. Finally, like starting projects, or like maybe projects we've been working on privately, we're ready to expose to the world. You may be feeling this, you may not. Maybe other people in your life are feeling this. Maybe take some gentle twists side to side, letting your knees drop to one side for a few breaths and then the other. Opening through the low back, the upper back, the shoulders. Anyway, I've definitely been expressing a lot more. I've been out and about a lot more, meeting people, really been in community. And sometimes when I do that, my body gets really tense. And I've been figuring out that it seems like my neck and shoulders are trying to protect me from expressing that way. Protect me because maybe it feels like it's not safe. That's the whole thing. I'm working on it with my therapist. But the springtime is bringing a lot of new things, and with it comes resistance in my body. Can you relate? Finish whatever side of twist you're on. If you've only done one side, make sure to do the other side as well. I did a few reps on each side. Bring yourself to the center. Take your hands gently behind your hamstrings and then lift your heels to the sky. Knees can be softly bent for now. And just roll your ankles, crack your toes. Feel your whole back flat on the ground, supported. Yes, and rotate your feet the other way if you haven't already. Okay, some big stretches for the legs. As you inhale, really push your feet up towards the sky as if you're trying to make 2 footprints on the ceiling. Toes towards your face. Inhale here one more time. Really push your legs as straight as they can go with your back still flat on the ground. You can still hold on behind your legs if that feels good. Inhale, press. Exhale, let your toes point a little bit more and let your knees soften. I'm exaggerating so you can see. As you inhale, really straighten the legs, flex your feet, push your heels towards the sky. Exhale, soften the knees a little bit, soften the feet. Inhale to really press. Exhale to soften. It can also be helpful to have hands on either side, palms facing down, giving you a little extra support. Let your nose be in line with your belly button, that is pointed straight up, and all pipe down so you could take a few reps on your own, follow your own breath. Inhaling to find length and pressing your feet away, flexing your toes toward your face. Exhaling to soften, let your knees soften, your feet soften. Let's take 3 more with your own breath. Last one. Inhale, extend, extend, extend. Extend more, inhale more, inhale more, inhale more. When you're all full of air, we'll gently retain the breath. Draw your belly button towards the ground. Lift your root, lock rectum, sex organs up and in. Third eye gaze. And exhale. Let your knees bend. Coming into the chest again. And finding a little intuitive movement. When you're ready, we'll roll gently to the left side so that your left shoulder, left hip, left ear are down. Make a pillow with your left arm for your head and let your right hand gently rest on the floor. This is beige pose, the seed. Allow your eyes to close if that feels safe. And let yourself be totally held right now by the earth, in the soil of the earth. Just take a moment here in this position of the seed to be reminded that you yourself are a seed. And I want to say, reflect on what you've been preparing inside your shell, inside the husk of the seed of you. Reflect on what's been going on inside that you might feel ready to sprout, to show the world, or just begin to peek its head out. What is that for you? Take some deep breaths to really feel that in your body. And if you don't know, take some deep breaths to really feel that as well. Take your right hand Inhale, reach towards the sky, finding a little kind of twist, a little upper body opening. Move your top arm in any way that feels good. Stretching the neck, wiggling your fingers. And then we'll take our right hand to the floor. I have my right arm in like a right angle, opening through the chest a little bit. Doesn't matter too much. Really feel the floor with your hand. Grip the hand with all 5 fingertips. And energetically first, as you inhale, draw energy up into your hand, into your arm, through the palm. Energy of the earth. Inhale as you draw it up into your palm. Exhale, send your own energy down into the earth. Send your own roots down deep from your palm, from your fingertips, down into the earth. Inhale, draw your energy up through your hand. Exhale, energy down into the earth. Well, you might notice there's roots coming from your whole body, not just your hand. Inhale, draw energy up through the roots of your whole body, the whole left side. And exhale, send your roots deeper. One more of those, that feels good. Inhale, draw golden, robust earth energy into your body. Exhale. Inhale, press into your hand, drawing energy up from the earth to help support you. Push up. Take your time. We'll come to all fours, tabletop pose. Right now would be a very reasonable time to take a sip of tea or do anything like that, as long as you don't attend to any tasks or check your phone. Stay in the sacred space that you've created for yourself. Hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Toes can be tucked into the ground, that's what I recommend. But if that's feeling like too much for your feet right now, you can also press the top of your feet into the ground. Stay rooted and connected with your feet in the ground, that's what I'm saying. Spread all your fingertips, grip the mat with all your fingertips. Roll your shoulders away from your chest. Draw your belly button in. Start with a really flat back. Tuck your chin slightly so you have one long line from your tailbone to the top of your head. I could see in the camera that I need to scoot my knees back to be more like a table, to have my hips right over my knees. Okay, spread your fingertips wide. Inhale, belly down, tailbone up, gently look forward. No need to look up and like wrench your neck, just gently look forward. Roll your shoulders away from your chest. In this position, let's take a few breaths, wiggle into it. One more inhale, open the chest more, let your belly be softer. Exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin, push the ground away. Really feel your belly button coming towards your spine. Really tuck your chin, really push into the ground with your hands, your feet, your knees. Really arch your spine. Wiggle into this one side to side as you continue to breathe in and out. As you're ready, we'll find our cat-cow rhythm. Inhale, belly down, tailbone up, gently look forward. Exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin, push the ground away. Really draw your belly button towards your spine. Follow the rhythm of your own breath. We'll continue like this. It's not really about the deepest stretch, it's about the deepest breath. So bring as much depth and fullness to your breathing as you can. Breathe in through your nose if that feels all right. If you need to breathe in through your mouth or inhale and exhale through your mouth, that's great too. Breathing through the mouth allows for more air to move. Breathing through the nose, one, filters the air in the most effective way and also directs the energy more specifically, but it doesn't move as much air. So those are both really good options. Every inhale drawing energy up from the earth into your body, and every exhale sending your own energy deep into the earth. As you continue, notice what new things you can find. About one more minute here. You know how I love a good cat-cow. Continue just like this. Long, slow, deep inhales. Long, slow, deep exhales. Every inhale inviting new, fresh energy. Every exhale sending your own energy down. Let's take 3 more just like that all together. Inhale, belly down, tailbone up. Roll your shoulders away from your chest. Press your hands, your feet into the ground. Gently look forward. Exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin, push the ground away. Really push all the air out. Push, 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 push. Inhale, belly down, tailbone up. Gently look forward. Roll your shoulders away from your chest. Inhale more, inhale more. Exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin, push the ground away. Really draw your belly button up to your spine. Tuck your chin so that your neck is long. Inhale, fill up, let your belly be soft. Create more space in your body for more air, more energy. Inhale more, inhale more, inhale more. Gently retain your breath. Exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin, push the ground away, push all the air out, push, 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 exhale, 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 exhale. Exhale more, exhale more, exhale more. And inhale to a neutral spine. Exhale, send your hips back, Balasana, child's pose. Arms can be extended forward, or you can have your hands back, or maybe stack your hands in front of you and rest your forehead there. And do take a few breaths to wiggle into your Balasana. Find like the sweet spot for you. But when you find that sweet spot, rest there. Allow yourself the opportunity, the stillness, to feel the sensations that are available to you in your body and around your body after that powerful exercise, all those powerful breaths you just took. Long, slow, deep breathing. And pay special attention to where your body's touching the earth. Every inhale, draw earth energy up into your body. And every exhale, send your energy down. Constantly reinforcing that connection. Let's take 3 or 5 more breaths here. Take the biggest breath you have all day to let your body know it's going to move. Inhale, begin to move your hands under your shoulders if they're not there already. Exhale, begin to press up, coming back to your all fours, tabletop position. Hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Spread your fingers wide. Grip the mat with all 10 fingertips. Tuck your toes into the mat if that feels okay to you. And take a few intuitive cat-cows at your own pace. Any little movements that feel good, maybe some round movements. All right, toes tucked into the mat. Inhale, belly down, tailbone up, gently look forward. Really press into your feet, into your hands. Exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin, push the ground away so much that your knees come up, downward facing dog. Really press into it, find what feels good, as they say. Wiggle your hips, one and then the other. And inhale, let your knees drop, belly drop, tailbone up, gently look forward. Exhale, round your spine, push the ground away, knees come up, downward facing dog. Let your head hang heavy. Let your shoulders be far from your ears. Look back at your feet. Inhale, shift forward, knees pop down, belly down, tailbone up, cow pose. Exhale, round your spine, push the ground away, send the hips high, Adho Mukha Svanasana, down dog. And continue just like this. Every inhale, knees come down so that you can really open through the belly and the back, creating more space in your body, shoulders rolling away from your pecs. Every exhale, really pushing the ground away, sending your hips high, drawing your belly button in, pushing all the air out. Exhale fully here. Exhale, 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 exhale. Continue with your own breath, about 1 more minute. Whoa. Audible breathing. Use your voice to move the energy even more. If it feels a little intimidating to use your voice fully, you can hum. Using all the tools at our disposal here, the breath, the movement, the softness in the mind, the playfulness available to us here in the yoga space, in your sacred space that you've created. All right, I'll be quiet. Let's get 3 or 5 more reps in. Adding or subtracting whatever you need so that it feels authentic for your body. Really tuning into the messages your body's sending you and honoring those messages. Next time you have your knees down, you come to cow pose, let your belly be really soft. See if you can roll your shoulder heads away from your pecs even more, opening your chest for more space, more air, more fresh spring energy. Inhale more. Gently retain your breath, belly button up and in. Maybe a third eye gaze if that resonates. And as you're ready, let the exhale be a surrender. Sending the hips back, again, finding Balasana, child's pose. Whatever version you want. Arms can be extended. You can stack your hands and rest your forehead on them. You can have your hands back by your feet, and also any other variation you might come up with. And just reconnect with the earth and breathe and rest. Inhale, extend your arms forward if they're not already. Exhale, walk both hands to the right. Everything else stay the same. Hands are coming to the right side of your mat. Maybe your left hand comes on top of the right hand. Just stretching gently through the left side body. Maybe your left ear comes towards the mat. Just a few breaths on this side. Gently tug your left hip away, your left pinky finger away, so it's a big stretch all along there. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the other side. Both hands coming just to the left of the mat. Maybe your right hand comes on top of the left hand. Gently tug your right hip back so that you're getting a stretch from your right hip to your right pinky. And rest your forehead down or maybe your right ear. Inhale to center. Exhale to rest and settle here. Just a few more breaths in our child's pose. Inhale, begin to gently bring yourself up to your tabletop. Hands into your shoulders, knees under your hips. It's a good time for a sip of tea. Don't check your phone. All right. Hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips, tuck your toes. Inhale here, exhale, down dog. Let's take a few breaths here in down dog, finding your correct down dog for you. Wiggle your hips, bend one knee and then the other. Let your head hang heavy, lots of space between your shoulders and your ears. And you can even have your knees bent quite a bit. It's more about a flat back and less about straight legs. Let's just breathe and move here for a few breaths. Taking any movements that your body's asking for. As you inhale, draw energy up through your feet and your hands. And as you exhale, send your own energy down into the earth, reinforcing that connection with every breath. Next, inhale, float forward to plank, top of a push-up. Exhale, knees down, come all the way down to the floor. Oh, hands under your shoulders, untuck your toes. Inhale, peel up chin, chest, maybe low ribs. Almost no weight in the hands. You can move your neck side to side, get a little stretch. Exhale down. Tuck your toes. Inhale, press up to half plank. Exhale to child's pose, 5 breaths. Audible exhales help move the energy. Inhale, float back up to your all fours, tabletop, tuck your toes. Exhale, down dog. Now bring feet together to touch. Inhale, right leg high, really high. Rotate all your toes so they point straight down, squaring the hips with the ground. Push both your heels away from you. Left heel towards the floor, right heel towards the sky. See if you can get a little more length. Inhale here. Exhale, right foot down next to the left. Second side. Inhale, left leg high, really high. Point all your toes straight down, squaring the hips with the floor. Push your heels away. Right heel towards the ground, left heel towards the sky. Inhale, find more length, reach up, reach up. Exhale, left foot down. Inhale, float forward to plank, top of a push-up, knees up or down. Exhale, lower all the way to the floor. Untuck your toes, squeeze your elbows together. Inhale, peel up, chin, chest, maybe low ribs, almost no weight in the hands. Exhale, release. Inhale, press up to your plank or half plank. Exhale, balasana, child's pose. 5 breaths. Long, slow, deep inhales. Long, slow, deep exhales. Reconnecting with the earth every time. Okay, we're going to take a little yoga flow. Maybe, yeah, we're doing yoga. We're going to take a little flow, vinyassa style flow, and then we're going to lay back down and reconnect with the earth. So let's go. Inhale back up to your all fours, hand under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Tuck your toes in the mat. Inhale here. Exhale, ground your spine, push the ground away all the way to your down dog. Feet together to touch. Inhale, right leg high, really high. Exhale, shift forward, find your lunge. Right foot between your hands. 90-degree angle in the front leg. Pull your right hip back, left hip forward, so that your 2 hips are pointing forward, square, as opposed to having your right hip forward, your left hip back. Then I'm opening to the left. Now, I want to pull, like scissor my legs together. Left hip coming forward, right hip coming back. Roll your shoulders away from your chest. Let's breathe here. Rocking forward and back. My hands are like spider hands, like just on my fingertips. It can also help to have 2 blocks here, or maybe books. You can even have your hands up on your thigh. For me, that's like trickier, but see what works for you. We're gonna stay here for another 30 seconds or so. Find some movement. Notice if your back is hunching. I see that mine was. Keep your heart open and lifted. Check in with your jaw. Let's take 3 big breaths with audible exhales. Inhale. Hands down on the ground. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step back to plank. Inhale here. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, peel up. Maybe extending the arms a little more, fighting full cobra if you're ready for that. Exhale, release. Tuck your toes. Inhale, plank or half plank. Exhale, child's pose, 5 breaths. Inhale, coming back up to all fours. Hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips, tuck your toes. Inhale here, exhale, down dog. Feet together to touch. Inhale, left leg high, really high. Exhale, shift forward, foot between your hands. Pull your left hip back, right hip forward this time. Squaring hips to the front. Roll your shoulders back, long spine. Really push your back heel back. Check in with your neck, breathe and move. We're here for about a minute. Remember, everything I say is just a suggestion, so Take any variation that might feel good to you. Even pop your back knee down. Another thing is you can have both hands inside your leg instead of on either side. Try whatever you want to try. The yoga mat is a really great place to experiment. Let's get 3 or 5 more good breaths here. As you're ready, inhale, step back to plank. Exhale, lower. Squeeze your elbows together, untuck your toes. Inhale, press up, back bend of your choice. If you are pressing all the way up, make sure you're engaging through your belly, protecting your low back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, press up to plank or half plank. Exhale, balasana. Not for long, tuck your toes, send it to down dog. Finding a quick flow here. Inhale, right leg high, really high. Exhale, shift forward, foot between your hands. Pull your left hip forward, right hip back in space. Both hands on the ground. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, back bend of your choice. Engaging through the belly, protecting your low back. Shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, release. Inhale, press up to plank or half plank. Exhale, down dog, second side. Inhale, left leg high, really high. Exhale, foot between the hands. Pull your left hip back, right hip forward in space. Roll your shoulders away from your heart. Find a little movement, a couple breaths. Both palms down, inhale, step back to plank. Exhale, lower. Untuck your toes, squeeze your elbows towards each other. Inhale, press up, back bend. Oh, look over one shoulder and the other shoulder. Inhale here, exhale, lower. Inhale, press up, down dog. One more time each side. Inhale, right leg high, really high. Exhale, shift forward, foot between your hands. Pull your right hip back, left hip forward in space. Roll your shoulders away from your chest, look forward. Plant your palms, inhale, step back. Right away, down dog. Inhale, left leg high, really high. Exhale, shift forward, foot between the hands. Roll your shoulders back, pull your left hip back, right hip forward. 2 breaths here. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale, as slow as we can. We're gonna go down for a count of 10. Here we go. 10, 9, keep your elbows in. 7, 6, belly strong, push your heels back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Till you're laying all the way down. We're gonna take arms out like cactus arms. So that means elbows out, palms facing down. And turn your left ear to the floor. Great work, yogis. Just rest here. Allow your eyes to close if that feels okay. Listen to the sound of your breath, the beating of your heart. And notice what it feels like to have the front of your heart space pressed against the ground. Like I said earlier, I learned that we receive love through the back of our heart and give love through the front. So we started receiving the earth's love. How does it feel now to be offering your own love to the earth? Long, slow, deep breathing here. For the last bit of class, we're going to be moving into some yin postures. So you don't have to change much from where you're at. You're going to bend your right knee. Think like tree pose, but face down, so that your knee's coming up about hip height. And maybe your heel, your right heel is close into your other leg, or maybe it's out more like an upside down four, or like similar to your arms. See what feels right to you. You might also want a pillow under your knee or under your hip. I find on my new wood floors, well, my very old wood floors, but new to me, it's a little rough on my knees, so I'm putting a little pillow. Yeah, that feels good. We're going to be here for 4 minutes. So take your time finding a good position. Left ear pressed to the floor, gently. Right knee open, left leg is just long and relaxed. And if you feel comfortable here and want to add on, you can adjust your upper body so that it's all kind of coming towards that right knee, and your right elbow is coming towards the right knee. That might feel good. I think I'm good just staying kind of centered in the upper body for me today. So find a variation that works for you. The most important part is to be laying belly down if that feels good. If belly down doesn't feel good, and there's so many reasons that could be the true, try this just laying on your back. See how it feels. I'm going to be quiet as we take about 25 or 30 breaths. I'm putting on a little music too. In our last minute here, notice where you can soften, release, let gravity take over and release your own effort. just died. Listen to the music of your own breathing. Last few breaths here. Let your body know it's going to move first with a really big breath. I'm going to press my right hand into the ground to help me straighten my right leg. Extending both legs back, maybe extending both arms back for a minute. Just taking any little intuitive movements before we move into the second side. All right, this time we'll be turning our other ear to the floor. Our arms are still going to be in cactus. I'm going to turn the other way. You can stay just as you are. Oh, so arms are in cactus. Now your right ear's to the ground. And we're inviting the left knee up towards the face, the left knee towards left elbow. Again, I can tell that my knee wants to be supported by a little pillow. My knee's coming to about hip height. It might be a little lower for you or higher. See what feels good to you. Right leg is extended long and relaxed. And it might feel good to bring your upper body kind of crunching towards your lower body, coming to the left. That will be the full expression of this yin posture. Right now, my body's telling me to keep my upper body centered because my neck is so tight. It doesn't need all that extra. So find what feels right to you. Taking a little wiggles you might need to really settle into it. Add any support with props. Put on a blanket if you're cold. And then we'll rest here about 3 more minutes. Long, deep breathing, the most important part of the whole practice. Feel yourself completely supported and held by the earth here. Receive her love as you press your heart to her heart. Like a newborn baby laying on the breast of its mother. Because we're definitely newborn babies in the scheme of things. And we're so lucky that we can lay on our mother's breast anytime we want. To be nourished and to be adored and taken care of. The earth is always there for us. And she always will be, at least in our lifetimes. In this lifetime, we can definitely count on her. So in our last moments here, allow yourself to surrender to gravity, which is really the force of the earth's love, right? Holding you. The earth loves you so much, she's holding you down, holding you to her. So allow yourself to surrender to that, release your own effort. Allow yourself to be just completely held. Final moments here. Really soak in the moment. Let your body know it's going to move first with a deep breath. Slide your left hand in front of your chest to help press yourself up a little bit so you can extend that leg long. Oh. And take your arms down to take your forehead to the floor. And take any little movements your body may be asking for from this shape. We're going to finish in the seated posture. So take the next minute or so to take whatever movements seem and feel right to you before you come into that seat. Oh. Crap, crap, crap. Oh. Oh, little sprouts. All right, we're going to close with just a few breaths together. Sit nice and tall, maybe on a pillow, maybe seated on a chair, feet flat. Roll your shoulders a few times, stretch your neck. And we'll sweep arms wide, fingertips wide, round as the sun. Reach for the sky, inhale. And exhale, press your hands to your heart. Two more just like that. Inhale, sweep your arms wide, fingertips wide, round as the sun. Reach for the sky. And exhale, hands pressed together. Come down through your heart space. Last one, biggest breath of the whole day, of the whole year. Inhale, reach up. Inhale more, inhale more, inhale more. Shoulders away from your ears. And exhale to your heart. Keep your thumbs and pinkies together, but allow the rest of your hands to bloom open in a lotus mudra resting on your heart. Let yourself be open. May our hearts be open. May our hearts be open. May our hearts be open. Thank you for your presence and your practice. Thanks as always for joining. If you can think of anyone who might enjoy these classes, please tell them about it. Also, I can send you the replay and you can send it to them. I'd love to grow the community now. We're growing everything right now. It's the spring, it's time to grow the community. So I appreciate your help with that. Also, if you're able to write a review or record a video testimonial, that would be really supportive of my business. Next week, I'll be giving my class from beautiful San Diego, California, maybe out under the orange trees, depending on the weather. It's going to be beautiful. And then after that, I'll be launching more classes. I'm hoping to do 2 to 3 classes a week now that I have my new space. So yeah, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a part of this community. Thanks for taking time every day to make sure you're feeling good so that you can do good in the world and help others. That's what it's all about. Reach out anytime. I'm here for you. Love you. Namaste.